Let's start rolling right into this. Maybe in like not a creepy way.
Yeah, I'll have to do it with my wife in the room. You could be eating a box of Eggos every single day.
With maple syrup and bacon. Roll out of bed. I just comb my beard, brush my teeth.
I don't even do half of that. Kissing babies and signing checks.
Oh, writing checks.
Breaking necks. Breaking necks. Okay, bro.
Yeah, go down, bro.
You want to just start over again?
Let's do it all.
Okay.
Welcome to the PM&A podcast.
What's up, guys? This is episode 42. How you doing? What's going on?
What is going on?
What? Check it out. Hey, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for checking us out, the PMA podcast.
Hey, Jer.
What's up?
Have we told the people that, hey, by the way, our intro changed? Have we even touched that?
Yeah, a while ago.
Did we?
The newest intro.
The new one.
Yeah. I don't think. No,
one.
we've been too busy. We've had too much crazy stuff going on where we haven't been able to check it out. But obviously, you guys who have been regular listeners, thanks again. But you've noticed that our intro's changed, and give us a message. What do you guys think of the new intro? New intro, thumbs up. What do you guys think? Ernie did it.
Yeah, we're kind of changing things up every now and then, just kind of keep it fresh and same music, same intro music, but different clips. And
yeah,
this one's a little bit more PG.
Ernie did a good job in the intro, guys. Episode 42 is brought to you by our new sponsor, Wavemaker Brewery and Distillery in Cambridge, Ontario. They are some rad dudes. They make some rad beer, and they're awesome. Unfortunately, because of this COVID-19 stuff, their tap room is unfortunately closed at the moment, but they got you covered. Go to their online website, wavemakerbrewery.com, and you can order some beer. You can order beer for A, curbside pickup, or B, delivery. And not just talking like...
Beer?
Yeah.
Curbside delivery. To me, that makes me think that you can go there, order it, and they bring it out to their curb. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah, basically that is what curbside delivery is. If you check out other stores that are going on that referencing the curbside delivery, I'm pretty sure if you go on the online website, wavemakerbrewery.com, or go on their Instagram, give them a follow, shoot Scott a quick DM, jump in his DMs for some Radish Chad beer, and ask him what's up with the curbside. I'm pretty sure you just basically go on the website, you order the beer, and you get the choice between pickup or delivery. Now, delivery, like I was saying, isn't just around Cambridge, Ontario. It's all of Ontario. All of Ontario,
What?
all over the place. It'll get shipped to your door. You can go to your home, and there it is waiting for you, like a nice little kitten that you want to take home and love. But it's beer, and it's awesome, and it's delicious. It's at your door.
Kind of like a warm Cinnabon.
Yeah, they got the Cinnabon. They got the soup, the punch. They got all those Radish Chad beers.
The punch.
Yeah, man.
I love the punch.
Yeah, man. So check out Wavemaker Brewery. They make amazing beer, and we love to have them as one of our sponsors now. Guys, we also want you guys to check out Jenner Watson. He is our buddy. He is our Radish Chad bro, and he does first-person shooter streaming videos on YouTube. Now, I know if you're not really into video games, but it's, you're just hanging around anyway. You're not going to work. You're not doing anything. Why not check out his streams? He sometimes does live streams. He makes videos where he plays solo and plays against missions against 100 people and wins sometimes. Go check out General Watson on his YouTube. The video is only 5 to 10 minutes, and he does movies on it, and he makes music and commentary. He's just hilarious, and he's a lot of fun to watch.
He did a giveaway recently too, didn't he?
He did a giveaway recently, and he's probably doing another one soon based off of subscribers and watchership or listenership, whatever they do. They call that on the YouTube channels. But yeah, guys, check out John. Check out General Watson on YouTube. He's a super cool guy.
Yeah. No, and also, like I say, we listen, all you cool cats and kittens. We are here. We're not going anywhere. Jeremy and I have made the changes that we needed to adapt to these this changing world that we've got right now and our changing situations, and we've found a way to make this work and keep this train going because it's things that we're very proud of and that we're very passionate about, and I'm sure not just us but everybody else is making changes so that way as this world changes and as our situations change, business continues. And I think that's inspiring, and we're trying to shed a little light on these and help shed a little light on these new companies that are selling either a product or a service that it's either a business or a side gig as well. But we would like to help promote that stuff as well. So if you've got a product or service that you would like to be, you would like some help promoting, you can give us a shout on the PM&A podcast DM, or you can also get a hold of us on our email address, which is thepmapodcast@gmail.com. We're going to put a link on there as well so you guys can get a hold of us. But yeah, no, we're all about, we have such an amazing community of podcasters and other podcasts that we've also been a part of as well. And our listeners are top notch and our guests are amazing. It's become a really cool family of people that we've gotten to know, and it's all about community.
Guys, we want to support local, so we feel like right now is the perfect time for people to listen to podcasts, so we want to promote your stuff. If you want your stuff promoted, if you want your business promoted, like Ernie said, give us a shout out, guys. Now, Dave, Swarrow, what is up, dude? How's it going? Thanks for coming on.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Good, man. You and I have only talked randomly a couple times in real life. I walked up to you one time, I'm like, how many shows you've been to at like a Cancer Bat show? And you're like, oh man, hey, what's up? You're like, oh yeah, a ton.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can remember that exact show too. I think that was at Maxwell's.
Yeah, last year.
And you were asking me if it was like, is this number 48 or like 49? I was like, yeah, it's 49. It's 49.
Man, that's crazy.
Did he still have hair at that point or no?
No, this was last year.
Oh,
I said, did he still have hair or no?
Oh, I can't even recall, dude. It was just like wearing a dark ass.
This was last year. I had
someone's yelling at me in the middle of the pit. I'm like, yeah.
creepy bearded guy came running up to you.
Listen, man, he was up front. He was just hanging out, so I knew who he was because he's one of the Cancer Bat's biggest fans. And I think I might come. I might come second or third. I don't. There might be another guy in there, but
yeah, you're on. I told Liam you're on the list of do not allow in the building.
I know. I heard.
Yeah, he heard the podcast.
No, Liam and I are cool. He's totally a rad dude. Like one of the nicest down to earth people I've met.
Well, super nice. Like even from when we sat down and chatted with him a little while ago, there it was such an interesting conversation with him. You kind of get those people and you wonder if they're kind of like, okay, fanboy, let's get this done and over with. But no, he was really really nice guy and really interesting conversation too.
He's for sure down to earth.
He's been like that since the first day I met him. And I want to say 06 or 07. He's always just been super chill. But then again, all the guys in the band are real super chill. They're always they see me and they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? And then start up a conversation like I'm the one who's in the band and not them, And then it's all chill. We're all cool.
Nice.
Those are really cool guys. I think I remember, man, I've been going to Bat shows since probably, exactly 07, 06. Probably the first show I went to was at the Mod Club. Did you go to any of the shows? What shows did you go to? Did you go to the big one of the biggest shows that I remember going to at the Mod Club was when they released Hail Destroyer. Did you go to that CD release show?
No, I couldn't get to that CD release show.
Yeah,
that's one of my regrets.
Yeah, man, I was at that show.
Making it that show. Yeah. You were mentioning your first show was at the Mod Club. Mine was actually at Rock the Mill in Cambridge.
Oh my gosh! People keep telling me about this show that I was like, man, I didn't even hear about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was in 06, and I think Birthing was coming out or had just come out. So, Rock the Mill somewhere in between June and August.
Yeah. Right?
And they had it at that one area. That was the first time I saw them, and then I hadn't seen them again till 2008.
Yeah.
And that was when they were touring Hail Destroyer.
Yeah, man. What was that? How did you thought was the first time you heard about them? You were just at that show, and you were like, whoa, who are these dudes?
No, honestly, I didn't even think. To be honest, two things about the Cancer Bats at the time in 06. I was just it's a heavier band instead of the weak bands that they've been having at Rock the Mill. They got better over the years. They start getting better local talent to come in and play, Disgust. I don't know if you guys heard of those guys.
No.
They're from Oh, they're so good. Go listen to Disgust.
All right.
But it wasn't until a year later when Hail Destroyer was coming out, I just went full out on going to see them anytime they were within driving range, respectively.
Yeah, man.
So they were at the mill?
So
yeah, it's I don't know, it's a little garden. Have you ever been to?
Oh yeah, I've DJ'd some weddings there.
Yeah, that's exactly where it is.
Wow,
Before
that'd
they
be a cool
moved it
venue
to
to see a
park.
concert. Yeah.
It's in the venue.
Oh, down in that little stone area there.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it in the stone area? It wasn't on the grass?
No, it was on the stone area.
Oh, because
going across.
That'd have been so cool.
Because now they've moved it to the grass, the rock.
Right, yeah, now it's up in the park.
Yeah. It gets real dusty. Yeah, I haven't been to a show like that for a while. I'm getting old, man. I can't go to shows anymore. I don't know. Well, but it's
I'm
funny.
an old man and you see me in the pit at every show.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is I was at that last show. I'm like, oh, I was gonna stand out, I think. And then just the music starts. I'm like, nope. Took off my coat. My buddy and I was with my buddy and his girlfriend. I gave my coat to her. I'm like, I'm going in. Sorry. This is what's up. This is what's up. So,
did they have to have a lot of security at that mill show?
I can't remember a lot of security. I can't remember if it was this show or a different one, but I remember them like coming down and telling us we couldn't mosh, that we had to like stay still. Yeah,
good luck with that.
It was stupid. Oh yeah, it was stupid. And then as the years go by, like they got better bands and they couldn't stop that anymore. And they had to get like basic security with the guardrail, kind of like one guy.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, because you don't want the homeless guy with the shopping cart heading down there with you.
Yeah.
yeah, no, hey, maybe he could rough it up a little bit too. You don't know.
Yeah, no. Remember that one guy? That was the night that the show was. He was trying to get a good seat from on top of the mill, on top of the stove.
Oh, you mean when that guy jumped on top of the Cambridge Mill and was flipping everybody off? Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to get a good seat.
That's hilarious. Anyway,
I have no idea.
So that's how you and I kind of like started talking back in the day. So you're hardcore into video games. How'd you get into video games, man?
Well, got into video games kind of like the same way as most people do when they're young, right? Back at like NES, because like I'm an 80s kid, right?
Yeah, me too.
Right? And ever since then, I've just always been gravitated to like getting into a different world than the one I'm in. And at a time like this, it was a great time to go play some video games.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually, it just became like a hobby that I collected and like just like absorbed. Oh, I don't have this game. I got to have it to sit on the shelf and possibly do nothing for a while because there's so many good games. And amassed this collection now. I don't have a collection that's like, nearly as good as some other people I know literally in like Cambridge, Kitchener, Toronto. Like they got crazy collections. But I started doing that. Then working at EB Games didn't help.
Oh yeah, that's
just kind
good.
of built my hobby there.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I started working at a retro game store. And then from there, just the idea, I met some interesting people that would come in there, and met this guy who happened to have world records. And I was like, how did you even do that? Like just some dude from Cambridge. How are you doing this? And he told me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take my shot at it. And, started amassing as many records as I could within the little time that I had. So I ended up with like 22.
Sorry, for what game? Just so people know.
I can get. Let me see here. They're predominantly Guitar Hero games, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So just like score on difficulty. I've got a few on a game called Hexic HD. Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, Reshelled. That's just a example of some of them.
So your name is in the Guinness World Book of Records for these games?
Yeah, it's actually in the 2017 copy.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude.
Totally. It doesn't list they don't list all of them, right? But they list a few. And I know nobody listening to it will be able to see it, but it's definitely in there.
Oh man.
That's you?
No, Wolverine.
I'm just kidding.
That's a picture of Wolverine. Oh my god.
It's a picture of Wolverine. I'm like, hey,
maybe in my late 20s.
Bro's got claws. I don't know. It's 2020. You can do what you want.
Yeah. So how do they contact you? How do you show them that like you're a Guinness World Record holder? How does that all work?
Well, it kind of works with there's like a subsidy called Twin Galaxies that kind of like adjudicates all these records that come in, and they look over it, and other people are also like watching it and be like, yeah, this is verified. You have to go through like a longer process. You have to really like show you're turning on the particular console and the controller, and you got to be within view of the TV and the thing, and if they find anything some remotely like cheating, they're like, nope, disqualified.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I just kind of like sent in a whole bunch hoping for the best and got pretty good.
Has anybody ever beaten yours, or have you had to go back and try to like recap your title?
Yeah. I, I lost a few, and I was like, how in the hell did I get beat for that? I mean, like, especially when it comes to the Guitar Hero ones, because like you got to plan when you're using star power and like hitting every single note essentially. But I used to play this game called Piano Tiles on my iPhone, and I beat a few records there, and that went back and forth for a while with a few people, and I currently stand in third for the majority of that game for the records that I've.
So that's the world, right? That's not just like North America. This is the world we're talking.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, man, that's crazy.
I mean, it's not difficult if you just put your mind to something and you just plow at it. Like,
nah, I can't do that. I can't do that kind of stuff. I can't do it.
First wrong note, I'm out.
Yeah, I can't play.
You guys go for like the world record for the longest bearded hosts in a podcast.
Oh, no,
right?
I'm sure they
like
can find somebody else.
Easy top style, man.
Yeah, man. It gets to the point where there's like a safety issue, you know. you get,
yeah.
Gets a little bit...
My little one gets a little grabby, and I'm like, well, you know.
Yeah.
When she gets taller, it gets shorter.
Man, I remember us as kids playing video games. I always watched. Ernie always played, and I always just kind of hung out. And really, I didn't buy my first like console until like I think 2007 was the first time I bought an actual console. It was an Xbox One, and I bought I think it was Call of Duty at the time, the original, the very first one, But Ernie was always the one to play video games. We had a Super Nintendo, and we played like Earthworm Jim, and we played like Donkey Kong and
wrestling.
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about the Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
there was wrestling on Super Nintendo.
Absolutely.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Was it like a 2-bit thing?
Yeah, Super Nintendo's the one with the yellow buttons on the right-hand side, right?
No,
man.
N64.
SN64.
Oh, that's N64.
Yeah.
Like, good wrestling games.
Yeah,
yes.
Nintendo 64 had WCW versus NWO. That was like my favorite game.
I got way too good at that game. Way too good.
That was a fun game. I put a lot of hours into that one.
Yeah.
Being a huge wrestling fan, I'm just like, yeah, every wrestling game ever.
Just like binging it. I remember a big game for everybody was GoldenEye. GoldenEye was a huge game. Mm-hmm. Like I remember we'd have tournaments in my area, and like I remember Ernie, you had a birthday party, and didn't we play like a big tournament or something?
Yeah, that was a Mario Party.
Oh yeah, Mario Party. We played like a big tournament.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember you had your buddy over?
Yeah.
And he was having that little temper tantrum, and our buddy's like, "Someone get this kid a hot dog."
So we got to premise the story. So this guy's a bigger guy. He's quite a big guy, and he's huge into gaming. And he was always my competition playing GoldenEye and stuff. And it was so he came over to this party because he heard that we were doing this tournament for Mario Party. And he's like, yeah, I'm just going to crush it. And so our one buddy, Jay, was just ripping it up. Just totally just like dominating. And so...
yeah, he was getting pissy.
Yeah, and so he gets super mad. I think he threw down, he was like slamming.
Yeah, Jay said that, yeah.
Jay's like, yo, somebody get this kid a hot dog. Just because he's freaking out. Oh,
that was so funny.
Yeah. So do you have any family? Where'd you guys grow up? Where'd you grow up, man? Dave.
Yeah, all right. Sorry. I actually grew up in Toronto.
Oh, you grew up in Toronto. Sweet.
Yeah, I spent most of my childhood in Toronto. Ended up moving to Kitchener, Cambridge.
When?
And then, pardon me?
When?
Oh, when I was late teens. I did like high school and then did my thing for a while, kind of nothing.
Where'd you go to high school?
Benny's.
No way!
No way. Yeah, me too.
What year were you?
9. Oh my God! Like graduating year?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't fucking tell you, man. I'd say like 2001, almost, maybe 2002.
Oh, I was gonna say because
that's about the same time I did. Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys don't know each other.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm
He
gonna
looks
have to like bust
familiar.
out my yearbooks and be like, "What classes were you in?"
He had long hair. He kind of looked like the Viking haircuts. Where
It
they
wasn't super long then.
Oh no,
yeah, I had long hair too.
That's a small world, man. You guys are probably like working classes together.
Were you a drummer?
No, I was a singer for a band though.
Yeah, you look really familiar.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Meeting
Yeah.
up. No, Ernie was a giant nerd, so Ernie
Yeah.
didn't like. He wasn't like hanging out with people. He's just like.
Thanks, Jer.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Well, no,
Appreciate
it's a good
Yeah.
thing.
No, Ernie didn't have any friends. He had long hair. He looked stupid.
I
But
didn't
yeah,
say,
you recognize
I
him.
didn't
Yeah.
say you didn't have any friends. I just said you were a giant nerd. You were focused on school and stuff. Like you didn't really care about much.
Really focused on school.
More music than anything, I guess.
I was focused on what time we got out of school.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, man. Continue with your story. So you moved back to Toronto after Kitchener-Waterloo, or what?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto now. I moved to Toronto.
Hmm.
So I wanted to see if I can find some different job opportunities being down here.
Man,
I
God,
just felt like the market is like small.
gotta be expensive living in Toronto. Jeez.
So,
Oh,
so
yeah.
how old were you when you got your first record then?
Like for my band?
No, for like
sorry,
video games.
Your record.
Oh, for
record
video games. Sorry. That would be 2015.
Oh, so this is like
Is when I
recent.
started actually going for world records.
Jeez,
When
man.
did you start going for them then? Like 2015 is when you got your first record. When did you actually?
Oh no,
Say
that's
like,
when I
you know-
started. Was like literally
Oh,
I did
was
it
it?
that same year.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
So how
I just
many
didn't-
games do you have records in then?
Right now I have 13 world records.
Jeez. Do you make any money off this?
No.
No.
No, it's not for the money. It's just almost kind of like bragging rights. Be like, when my friends like try to chirp me, I'd be like, "Look, I'm the only Guinness World Record holder you know."
Dude, you're the only Guinness World Record I know. and,
Yeah.
and we're just new acquaintances. That's crazy.
Jeremy owns one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grumpiest jerk in the morning.
Yeah, that world record.
Yeah, that's a definite record.
You don't talk to this guy in the morning world record.
No, don't let him drive either.
In the morning?
Yeah, he's all over the road. And then, so we're on our way to work the one morning, and slip and slide.
So hang
over
on,
there,
hang on.
he's driving
We got a
his-
premise. You premise the story. Ernie and I worked together
Sorry.
for a couple times in our like lives. So once we worked at a place where we built barbecues, and another place Ernie got me a job working heavy
working
equipment.
at where I work right now, heavy equipment.
Heavy
yeah.
equipment, yeah.
So where were we on our way to? Woodstock?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in the worst snowstorm in the planet. Now, Jeremy doesn't respond well to yelling. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try and, just be calm about this. So we are sliding sideways. I'm like, Jer, take your foot off the brake and accelerate so we can straighten the car out. I got this. I'm like, Jer, take your foot off the brake. We're going to straighten the car out. We're sliding sideways right now. Don't tell me what to do. I'm like, Jeremy, I don't want to die. Just take your foot off the brake. I'm trying to say this nicely. He's like, I'm tired. I'm like, well, thank God you're driving.
Listen, man, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It was you can say that was a flash. It was a flash blizzard, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a flash blizzard. All of a sudden, we're driving down the 401 towards Woodstock, and then boom, we just got hit by this snow. And I'm driving like this. I'm driving an
Nissan
R-Line Sentra,
R-Line, yeah.
and
Yeah.
I have like
Lowered.
it's lowered to the ground, and it has like summer like sport tires
Low profile
on it.
tires,
and I just
nothing.
like
We
it's
got
got
racing
nothing.
slicks.
It's just like I was just like we were just done.
Yeah, we're drifting down the highway.
Yeah. That I don't hold a record for that. He's full shit.
Fast in the bike-curious.
What? Stop flicking your bottle. Everybody's gonna hear you flicking that bottle
Sorry.
for 3 hours.
Sorry.
So, do you have the plaques to show that you have the world records? You get plaques, right?
No, that's the only bummer. Kind of around this. Yeah, it's kind of well, like imagine having to give out a record every time. Like, oh well, this guy beat his record, and now he's beating his record.
Oh, I
and
see.
back and forth.
Yeah.
Could send you a piece
It's
of
not
paper.
plausible. I think they only do like the plaques and stuff for the really giant like world records. Like, I don't know, largest collection of sofas or something like that.
How many?
Like send you a gold. Send you a golden sofa.
Guy's got 87 sofas in his house. World record. Here you go.
It also smells like dead cats too.
Yeah.
Who has that many sofas? Hoarders. That's what he does.
Okay, fine. The guy with the super long fingernails.
Oh, that's even worse. You think that?
Hey.
You think that doesn't smell bad? No,
Yeah,
I hear
they
you.
just
I
made a
hear you though.
documentary about that guy.
I know there's like a guy who's like obviously you can't. It's hard to beat like the tallest guy in the world. Like he's gonna get a record and plaque and all that. So, you know.
Or like the guy with the most tigers.
Oh.
Have you seen that documentary yet?
Of course.
Did you?
Everyone.
My
I've seen it.
God.
Oh, sweet. Oh my god.
Have you not seen it?
Do you think she killed him?
No comment.
Wait, no, Ernie, did you see it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that you did. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I think no. She did not. She is innocent.
Yeah, until proven guilty.
I saw there was like a Facebook post about it where she had done like a video refuting everything that Netflix had said about it, and
Yeah, the funny
in the
thing.
documentary.
That's the funny thing with those Netflix documentaries, and then you hear the people coming out afterwards like, "Oh, they made me look so bad." I'm like, "Hey, man, you signed those release papers. You got paid." So
Yeah,
Did you hear about that though?
No.
Did you hear Rogan talking about it? He was saying that they tried to go back, like after they finished it, to go back and see what they thought about it, and none of them wanted anything to do with it. They just couldn't believe how it came out.
Oh no way.
I'm wondering if Gaptooth guy had something else to say. He was like, "How dare you shoot me naked and topless with my teeth
Yeah, that
sticking
guy.
out?"
The guy
You
did.
could have told me I would have put a shirt on.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to put some dentures in there.
did you know? So the funny thing, I did a little bit of reading after that. He actually got dental work done, and they did the interview before the dental work and kept it and didn't show him with his new teeth.
Did you see the one it said? It said his teeth were social distancing.
Yeah. I did see that one. Yeah, I did see that one. Oh my god. Is that dude still in... Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
I was gonna say the thing about that show is like they listed as like there's season 1. Is there gonna be like a season 2 type
No
thing?
way.
I'd like to see the guy with the harem. That's what I'd like to see.
You mean the guy that was like
Guy that came riding in on an elephant.
Oh yeah, the guy with like 7 wives or something like that.
Yeah, they all were made to get fake tits.
Yeah, he's not in jail. I'm sure they can do a show about him.
Right? And you see the houses. Because you just see, he drove past them. And like, I bet you he would like do a whole episode on the houses. And he wouldn't let anybody see his
Yeah,
own
he wouldn't
house.
let anyone in the original.
Well, because they don't want to see how many wives he's got hidden in the basement on that one.
Oh man.
Those were the ones that are willing. Wait till you see the ones that were like, yeah, I'm still on the fence.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet.
That's
Yeah,
just...
but he's got like eight tigers guarding the gate.
Oh man, like that just seems like their own little world down there. Like he was saying, like, but didn't he say the one guy with the long hair who had that weird monkey thing that sold them all out, who riding up in the jet ski was like the people in the tiger community are all cutthroat or something, or like you're the one who sold everybody down the river, dude, with your weird.
You're talking about the guy with the what was that long tail thing that he said it was
the
because he was
ringtail.
gonna- What?
Whatever it is,
This
with the-
meeting no longer has a time limit.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it just said something on there. Yeah, wasn't he the guy that owned all the strip clubs?
Yeah. He's a
And
weird-
he owned the lemur. That's what it was. It was a lemur, and they were gonna flag him for that. He's like, I'll turn.
He sold everybody out for that lemur. Everybody. Down
Got a
the...
connection with that lemur.
It's his best friend.
Yeah, best friend.
Whoa.
We own strip clubs. It's the only way he's gonna see a woman naked.
Yeah, just like the craziest. There's so many crazy things. Like, this is the perfect time to air something like that. So everybody's just chilling at home because they can't go out. We're all like, well, most of us are isolated and sitting at home. Like, release like the really good stuff you got Netflix. Don't just give us the garbage. Like, give us some good stuff.
I heard
Yeah,
HBO was giving out like their service or like select shows for free for the next like 30 days.
No way.
Yeah, aren't they putting their own streaming service out? Or is it out
They
already?
already have it. I don't have HBO.
That's
No,
expensive.
they said I think they were going to release it, like you say, for like free for a little while. It was something like Disney Plus. It was like their version of it.
Really?
Oh.
Oh man.
I think so. So I,
mean,
wonder if
maybe
you'd be able to
help.
stream like all of Game of Thrones or something.
So when it comes to video games, what are you playing right now? Or what do you have for systems and what are you playing right now? That's a good question.
Okay. For systems, I got pretty much nearly everything from the NES to current gen.
So like you have Switch?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yep. Of course, I have the Switch. Gotta have that.
All right,
That's a
man.
great
Just asking. We're just figuring you out.
So, right now, I'm playing a lot of Payday 2. And the premise of the game is like you're 4 heisters robbing like jewelry stores and banks. And then you get into like harder missions where you have to steal off like nightclubs and like these like drug dealers and stuff like that. It's really fun if you can get 4 people to play totaled. I mean, you can play with AI, but you have to do all the work. But it's just like a lot of fun because you can either go in and do these missions stealth and not get caught, or you can go loud and just like guns ablazing.
And what
Sounds like
systems
good practice for what's going on now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
No, I was just gonna say Ernie just said a smart ass remark. He's just saying that's a good idea to be playing that right now. Good practice. But I was gonna say, what system is that? What system is that on?
You can get that on the 360, the PS3, the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox One, and the PS4.
Oh man, I'm really digging this whole cross-compatible thing. I think it's pretty rad.
Yeah,
I love that idea. It's awesome.
It's
like I think they're doing that with Fortnite, and that's like the biggest game in the world right now.
Yeah. Oh, they're also doing cross-compatible with the new Call of Duty Warzone. Cause
yeah,
except for not on Switch though. Not on Switch, just between PlayStation and Xbox.
So can you play that game with the old game, or is it a completely separate game? Like, is that a completely separate game than the Call of Duty that you own, Jer?
So it is. So right now, the Warzone one you can download for free on PlayStation 4, but it also I can play it for free because I purchased the new Call of Duty. It's just like an add-on.
Oh, it's an add-on pack. Okay.
Yeah.
But right now, it's like free for anyone to play that add-on without having to own the game.
It's a pretty good game. I just started getting back into the Call of Duty stuff in the last maybe like 4 months. I haven't done it for a while.
Oh, I love Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah, man, the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The story and zombie modes, all day.
Yeah, that original zombie in that first Black Ops is like by far like that 2-level one. We're in the basement and it's kind of like a jail kind of cell thing, like with the bars, and then there's just the simple upstairs. It's super complicated. Like the last time I played the newer one, I was like, "What do you gotta do?" Like it's all over the place. It's kind of hard. I don't know.
put a lot of hours into that specific zombie game, like aspect of Call of Duty. But one of the best zombie games, in my opinion, is Left 4 Dead. You guys ever hear that one?
I've heard of it. Never played it.
Yeah, it was another one I put so many hours into. Like just getting with your friends and playing zombies for like hours on end, or literally any game. Like it just takes the time away. It's awesome.
Yeah. So owning both systems, and for somebody that I'm debating which one to get, which one would you say to get now? Like I don't want to go get a PS5. It's just not happening.
Well, PS5 ain't out yet, or it might be by now. I don't know. I mean, by the time this airs,
It's coming out in a couple weeks, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think it's coming out in like holiday season, so I think we're good.
Before Christmas, we're good.
Yeah. When it comes to consoles, because like I just have them all, right? Like it's all about the console exclusive games, which you're probably gonna like more. If you see God of War and The Last of Us, you might go toward PS4. Or if you play Halo and Forza and Gears of War, you would go toward Xbox.
I like sports games too. Is that PS4 still?
Baseball?
Like hockey.
Hockey? Then you can play it on both.
Rad.
So would you
exactly
say Chell is better on PS4 or Xbox, or is it kind of this? Because it used to be that PlayStation was better for like the EA Sports games. That's what I heard.
It's the same game. It's just the controllers are different.
Okay.
Just for different setup.
Yeah. It's all about games you can't play on the other console.
Is it true also that with games on the computer, that your PlayStation remote can attach because it's that kind of controller, you can attach it to like a computer game? Is that true?
I'm not sure about that, but I know there is like Xbox One controllers that do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been debating. Like, I was debating getting a system. Once the girls get a little bit older, maybe in a couple years, I might go get a system, and I haven't decided which one to get.
Well, by that time, man, who knows what's out?
Switch.
Sorry, go ahead.
That or just get VR.
Yeah.
Oh, VR is fun too.
In a couple years, who knows what's going to be on the market? Like, VR is just like crazy. Have you tried that, Dave?
Yeah, I played PlayStation VR, a few games on that. It was fun. Like, I couldn't play it for a long time because like you're wearing like the headset and you got controllers.
I get motion sickness.
Yeah, like I mean, Fruit Ninja did that to me. If you guys ever heard of that game,
Yep.
like chopping away at fruit at the screen and stuff, it tires you out.
Man, I can't do that. I get like seasick like from doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
As long as you're not moving. If I'm not moving, I'm okay. But I tried one at the bowling alley down here in Cambridge, and it was a roller coaster one. Yeah, that didn't go well.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's something with what is it? Your
Motion in the ocean.
yeah, it's something in your brain though, like the cerebellum or something in the lower stem. But they say long-term use of these VR stuff is not good long term because it really like messes with you.
You know what is cool though? I have heard though with these VR masks that you can actually have like Netflix attached to it, so you can pretend like you're sitting in a movie theater.
No way.
I have heard that. I don't know if it's right, but I did hear like you could watch like a huge giant screen of like a movie from Netflix.
I've heard about that like in sporting events. They have these cameras set up specifically for people who sitting at home and they have these headsets on and then they can move it around like they're actually at the sporting event but they're just at home with a VR helmet on.
Oh.
Have you heard of that?
Never heard of that. As a matter of fact,
Maybe I made it all
not
up.
even once.
Maybe I
He's
made it
making
up.
it up.
Just
making it up.
Making stuff up here.
He's a freaking liar.
So you say you play NHL, right?
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the Cancer Bats are actually on the soundtrack of one of the NHL games?
No
Mhm.
way.
Yes, I do. Yep.
What game?
That's the one I have.
NHL 10.
No way. That's crazy. Good for them.
Yeah, they have Death's March.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Is on there.
Yep.
Wow, that's a good song. Man, they got a bunch of good songs. What am I talking about here? Crazy.
All their songs are really good songs.
Yeah, man.
They're like one of those bands that I just never get sick of. I'm just like, I love this whole album. Now I'm going to listen to this album. And I love this whole album. I'm going to listen, and it just keeps going.
So, go ahead, Ernie.
So, is there a way when you play these games and you're getting recognized for these awards and things? And I know that you say you don't win any money for this, but like, is there a way for you to like build up your reputation for like playing online and having people watch you play online to make money? Is that help you at all with the records at all, or like your street cred?
No, I'm not like, I don't like flash it out there because like I know there's so many people with like literally hundreds of records because there's so many games, so many different things you can do in games, and so many people are doing things that are just like either really cool right now to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are Guitar Hero, right? Like you're looking at what 7, 8, maybe 9, 10-year-old game now, right? People aren't into that. They're more into like the speed runs of beating like Zelda or Mario in like the fastest time possible, and that gets kind of more of attention with like the Guitar Hero ones because that's the ones I predominantly have. You kind of run into the issue of like copyright for the song when you're broadcasting on Twitch. I remember I was broadcasting Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, awesome game, and awesome soundtrack. So like I'm playing it on Twitch and it's playing all these awesome songs, and I go to get it later to edit it and put it out on my Instagram, and all the audio is gone, and I'm like, what the hell?
No way.
Yeah, and I ran into that as well. Sorry to say, because I was DJing and I forgot that because I bought the iTunes music for all the music that I was DJing with, and the company that I work with is registered. and I still got flagged and it still got taken down. Now I disputed it, and actually, Jared, it just got reprimanded, so they were fine with it once I told them the reasoning for it.
Mhm.
But I was wondering, I was going to go on Twitch and try it, and I'm like, maybe I'm just going to do Zoom.
Well, Zoom's pretty limiting. Like, so Dave, you have a Twitch account. You have a Twitch streaming thing for your video games.
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Twitch.tv/Dead Set on Gaming.
So that's your Instagram as well for your gaming stuff, right? How
Yeah.
How long have you been streaming? How often do you do it?
Right now I'm kind of inconcurrent with all, like, I'm deemed essential for work right now.
Oh yeah.
So I don't get a lot of streaming in. It's pretty much when I have some free time, I will play something, record it, and then cut it up and spit it back out.
Mhm.
Put it on like Instagram predominantly. I find that a lot of the social media networks aren't like gamer friendly, except like Twitter and Instagram. I tried my hand on like getting follows and stuff on Facebook, and I just found no traction. I just feel like gamers aren't on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. Facebook's kind of falling out. I feel like Facebook isn't as predominant with people now. More, it's like grandmas and moms that are on Facebook, not really people like that are pushing or trying to trend things. Like we don't even have our podcast on Facebook.
Trying to sell their baked goods.
Yeah, that's what I do at Dead Set on Gaming on Instagram predominantly, because I find I have a little bit of a following. I'm not trying to be like a big, huge superstar. I mean, it'd be nice one day, but I'm just doing it because I'm having fun posting these pictures of my collection, or just playing these games that like some people may or may not play. Of course, I'm going to try the popular ones, but I also try some of these ones, one-offs. For example, I'm looking at this one game, and it's called My Name is Pedro, I think, or My Friend Pedro. Yeah, My Friend Pedro. And you kind of like jump around shooting like you're in the Matrix, and you have like a banana that tells you stuff.
What?
Yeah. It looks really cool, so I'm going to boot that one up and record it, and then try to pump that one out.
Man, I gotta get on your Twitch. I didn't even know you had a Twitch thing on there. So do you post on your Instagram when you're going to be doing your live streaming?
Yeah, whenever I have some time, I usually just kind of give a heads up, a half-hour heads up. Hey, I'm going on live. You want to be there? Be there. If not, that's cool too. All right.
Rad.
Do you get a lot of people that subscribe that'll like pay? Like, do you have that fancy thing like we were talking to somebody that
No,
does
not
that,
that
like an ad stuff?
Not that fancy, unfortunately. I mean, in May, I was supposed to be a guest at this convention called Iconotopia here in Toronto. But with the whole COVID-19 thing, I'm not sure if it's still going to go. I mean, it hasn't been canceled yet, but...
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, thanks, Captain Positivity.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like I'm disappointed too, man. I got a bunch of stuff that I wanted to do in the next like month or so, and everything's canceled.
Yeah, I got a couple Stag and Does that just got canceled.
Yeah, it sucks. I was going to come see you guys, bring some Wave Maker, and we were going to party.
Yeah, you were supposed to come down, and that's when I was like, yo, man, sorry, we're going to have to do this Zoom. So that's why I'm like, let's just grab some drinks. Let's just hang out. We're gonna have to do these kinds of podcasts probably for the next 2 months. So we'll see how it goes. So far so good. We usually do this once in a while with people that are further away, but like when you were just like, no, I'm gonna come in town and see some of my friends anyway, so we can just hang out, and rock some beers. But
yeah, I was honestly excited. I wanted to hit Wave Maker and come down there. That was like the total plan. Just be like, Wave Maker podcast, let's do this.
Dude, we could have met up at Wave Maker, had a couple of brews.
Those guys are bomb. Their beer is awesome.
Oh yeah.
I hate craft beer, and I love their beer.
It's the water they use. I'm telling you. My buddy built the water filtration system that they use, and I'm guarantee 100% it's because of the water, how good their beer is.
Yeah, but also Scott's a pro. Like he's not like,
absolutely.
I'm just gonna dump whatever I want in this. I hope it turns out all right. Like they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
I just had the punch one.
Yeah, that's Ernie's favorite.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's Ernie's favorite.
So good.
Yeah, and he doesn't even like IPAs. And that's a double IPA. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, it was so good.
It is what it
I had
is.
a cinnamon one before that. Did you guys try that one?
Which one?
Cinnamon bun?
Yeah. Ernie's not a big fan of it. Or he tried
Not
it.
a
Or
fan.
he doesn't like the desserty kind of beers. Like, I think I let him try some pumpkin ale once, and he's like, whoa. Yeah, he's like, nah, I ain't down with that. Yeah, that was in Halloween.
Give it to the trick-or-treaters.
No, man, that's all me. If you listen to that last podcast, I get into the story of me and pumpkin ales and trick-or-treaters. I'm not going to rehash that story again. You got to listen to the podcast.
So,
Go back and listen to that podcast. It's episode
yeah.
41.
listen
Yeah,
to
bro, yeah.
Jeremy giving shots to the trick-or-treaters. So when you're when you do your Twitch, do you go back and do like the retro games, kind of like your Guitar Hero? Do you do a lot with
Yeah,
that?
I just kind of stream whatever I want. I'm not into like appealing to what everyone else is playing. I mean, I'm sure I can go do COD or Fortnite and get some views, but I just like to throw whatever I'm feeling. So if it's Earthworm Jim, then I'm playing Earthworm Jim. If
Yeah,
it's
that's what's
Payday
up.
2, Payday 2. All right, I just kind of I'm a little all over the place with games. I have kind of like gamer ADD. I play one thing, and then I'm playing it, and I'm like, oh, I haven't played that. Just switch it out right away and start playing that.
But if you go on the Twitches, like we jumped on because we were talking with Jake from Voltang just before Christmas, and he was talking about his thing that he does on Twitch, and I was jumping on there a little bit just to see what it's predominantly chicks not wearing too much, so maybe just throwing it out there, you know,
Maybe if
take
I just
take a shirt off, and then start strumming on the guitar, might get a couple extra followers.
I'm
You never
pretty
know.
sure my follow count will go into the negatives. You have
Well, not if you get one of those shirts.
1,700 follows.
You get one of those shirts that has like a really
The fake
ripped
boobs?
body underneath. See? Or fake boobs.
Like in you guys watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
Okay, when Lily and Marshall were gonna go get married, and they just like flew to where do they go? Atlantic City, and they thought they were gonna get married, and Robin's wearing the shirt of the bikini.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
maybe that's what I got to do.
Dude, man.
That's what it is.
Well, if you watch their stream, what is it? Press X to get high. They're awesome, and they've invited us on to hang out with them sometime. Even though
What?
Ernie and I, we don't smoke weed. Yeah, they invited us on to come and hang out with them. Yeah, but like they just hang out. They literally just get super high, and then they just play video games. That's all they do. Literally, that's all they do.
Yeah,
And
I'm not getting high again. That's not happening.
yeah. Dave, did you listen to that podcast from like number 5? Of our
No, but now I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is actually a good thing to rehash for people. People will jump on our Spotify, and you'll notice on our Apple Podcast account and through our link tree, all the podcasts won't be on there, but all of our podcasts are on YouTube. They're all posted on YouTube. That's where all they are. So you can go back in history from. We're coming up to, it'll be 2 years in this coming October. We've been doing the podcast, so we're rocking and rolling. But you got to go back and listen to that. It's
Yeah, it did not go well.
Ernie got high for the first time.
I tried to do math.
Yeah,
See, if this was a video chat, you could have just put link to episode 5 right there.
yeah, bro. We're not that high tech
Well,
yet.
listen. I'm not sitting here trying to take my top off, trying to sell myself on Guitar Hero, so I'm not that level yet. Flash him if you got him.
That's like, we talked about this in the podcast too, but like there's some streamers that they're just like mediocre gamers and they're just hot chicks. Just
Get the couch bouncing up and down.
they're just
Most
like
bounces. There's a record. Most bounces in one game.
yeah, like seriously, like they're terrible gamers, but guys are just so. My friend said it's called titty streaming or something, where they just hang out and they look good and they play video games, and guys don't care about the video games. Not at all.
They could just be like. They could be like what's the word you log on. All of a sudden you get into your spot. You spawn and then you're dead. Spawn.
Yeah.
You're dead.
On Dad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Are you? Go ahead, Jer.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, are you seeing the like graphics for these games? That like, would you say the graphics on the games are improving, or it's staying the same? Because, I personally, I think that VR is where everybody's trying to go towards. So it makes me wonder. Like like I said, I don't own any systems right now, but just from what I've seen, the gaming wise, the quality of it, some of it looks like it's going up, but some of it looks like it's staying the same. So that way, I'm in my eyes maybe. So that way, VR has a chance to catch up to the way that the graphics are in a game. Would you say that you've seen it like advance, or is it it's kind of staying on an even keel once it hits a certain point? Like once it hits PS4, like you only see a graphic card doing so much.
Well, the systems can only handle so much. That's why we get a new console every 4 years, maybe.
Really?
Just because enhancements in technology just make things like a little better. I might be wrong about how many years between like PS4 and PS5, but they only make it so good, right? And they only make things better. And we're gonna see as time goes by, whether it's VR or not, because there's still people who are accustomed to just holding the controller and playing that way. Not everybody wants a thing on their eyes, but then again, they might have a thing where you just inject it in your eyes and boom, you're playing video game.
Oh God.
Yeah. 2040, here it comes.
Yeah.
My thing is too, though, if they make it harder, like I know with the, I'm just going to use NHL because I know NHL. I know with NHL 10 and with NHL 20, obviously the graphics are just unbelievable compared to how they were. But it makes me think like when they have the new, like you could do a skill stick or you could do the 94 controls. And it makes me think that because people, I want this to sound rude, but people aren't advancing in their brain capacity, that maybe if they keep the games easy enough to play and the graphics down, that they could sell it to anybody. Whether if they make a game too hard to play, then they can't sell it to everybody.
And you've never heard of Dark Souls before, my friend. That game is all about dying, do it again, dying, do it again until you get better at it.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, there's actually like a lot of games like that. And like as far as the graphics in like NHL, right? And like you learn the skill stick or you can play like 94 controls. Some people aren't into video games anymore, but played NHL 94 back then, you know, and they're like, yeah, I'll get into NHL, but they don't want to have to learn all these complicated, like, oh, you got to swivel the stick this way and then pass it. No, I just want to hit the A button. Can I do that? And they're like, yeah. And then boom, you're playing NHL without any issue because you naturally remember from when you played before.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's games out right now. Like I know, I bought the game Rainbow Six Siege and then I started trying that out because I was watching videos and it looked a lot of fun. But the guys who were playing it and having fun, they're hanging out with their buddies online, which is a big piece of like hardware video games. Like, so I just kept dying. And that game is particularly difficult because like you kind of have to play a strategy because there's multiple different characters and those different characters have different attributes, which then can play off of like opposing characters. Like, well, if you have this, then I can have this. Like kind of almost like a I'm simplifying it, but like a rock paper scissors kind of like back and forth between the two types of characters. It's way too hard. I literally am like, I'm done. I think I had it on Kijiji to sell it. I'm like, I'm about to throw this disc out my front door like a frisbee. So if you want to pay $10 for it, come ahead, or it's just gonna end up on the road. I hate this game. It was so hard, and it's like Fortnite. If you try to pick up Fortnite right now, there's a whole different like way of playing it, and it's hard. Like some
I hate building.
The skills you play with one game do not transfer over to other games now. It's not at all. Would you agree, Dave?
It's like building. I hate building.
Yes and no. It's a little difficult because like when you're talking about like FPS, like first-person shooters, they're pretty much like I know somebody's gonna rip me apart for this later, but they're for the most part the same. You know, this button shoots, this button jumps. You know, like reload. Like they may move the buttons around, but it's still essentially the same game.
Yeah. Well, I just found Rainbow Six to be like incredibly hard. Did you ever try it?
No, I haven't tried that one. I'm just mixing up a lot of like first person shooters with like platformers now. So I played Hollow Knight. Is what I was going to bring up to you, Ernie, was the graphics sometimes aren't it's not about the graphics, it's about the game or the story. And I was playing Hollow Knight and it was a little difficult, but the graphics looked like visually beautiful even though it was more like a cartoon style. I recommend people pick it up and play it because like I had a friend tell me about it and I'm like, yeah, this game looks beautiful, I gotta play it, and just got hooked. hours upon hours just started going into that game. It was great.
Is it kind of like the Fallout? I think it was. My
No,
brother-in-law
this is
used
more
to
like,
play that one.
think like Mario with a sword, and
Right.
you kind of like, but like it's not linear. You go on you're like in a big area, but it's platform, so it's only side scrolling.
Oh, I see what you're
Is
saying.
it an Italian guy with a mustache or no?
No, he looks like just like a white ghost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's you should look Google it after. Like I'm telling
will.
you,
I will.
Hollow Knight. It's good.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There's all these video games that people don't hear about. Everybody just hears about like top one. Like what's the one right now? Like Animal Farm or something.
Animal Crossing.
Sorry,
What?
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, listen to this. Tell them about it, Dave. I only know a little bit about it, but I've never played it. So
Oh, I can't. I haven't played the new one yet. It's literally sitting over there in shrink wrap, just like waiting to be opened. But it's pretty chill. You get the fish, and I don't know how to explain it. It's such a chill game. You just sit there and put hours into that game too. Not necessarily like one of those hard games. It's more of just like I'm gonna like sit and chill for the next few hours and do this.
like what? Like what do you do? Like you build like a town, or is there like fighting and battles? Or you just hang out with people?
No, you're just hanging out. You live in like a neighborhood. It's awesome.
What?
What?
That's awesome. Like,
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
a chill game, and like everybody is playing it right now except me.
Yeah, I heard. No, and me too. I'm not playing it either because I don't have a Switch. So like, I know one of my go-to games when I'm just like I just want to go hang out. I'm just gonna play this like simple game, no stress. I play Skyrim a lot. I play like I'll just jump on and I'll
That's
just
your no game.
Yep, my no stress game. Yeah, I'm just gonna go chill. I'm just gonna go play Skyrim. I'm gonna put my headphones on. I'm gonna run
Is that
around.
the weird one with the dragon?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
God.
dragons, plural. There's many dragons.
Yeah.
I love Skyrim.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch.
But
That's another great game too.
it's beautiful to watch, man. Like it's like they put so much
yeah.
detail into the water and the sky. Like you're running around. Like if you played that VR, oh my gosh, that would be
I'm pretty
amazing.
sure there is a Skyrim VR. I don't know. I wasn't huge into Skyrim.
Mm.
Like some people, like oh wow, like put 70+ hours into that game, right? But I heard like if you get it on PC because you can mod it. One guy, and I think it's on YouTube. Like the one guy put in Macho Man Randy Savage voice anytime that the dragons like roared or anything like that.
Yeah.
It would be the Macho Man, and I'm like I'd want to get a PC and that game just to be able to do that.
And that's the cool.
So that would be like something you would edit. That was something you would edit in.
no,
Yeah. It's like they changed the coding in the game where instead of like a dragon roar, it's Macho Man Randy Savage.
that game's so old that they have a specific section for mods. They have like hundreds and hundreds of mods. One of the coolest mods for Skyrim is this character who can come along with you, like when you're running around, like the followers, and his name's Inigo, and he's like this cat guy. He's a Khajiit. I know this because I play it. So he's a Khajiit character, and he has this person has put hundreds of hours into creating this follower who has he has line specific sayings for parts of Skyrim when you're walking around. Like, I love Riverdale. Like, I love, like, he's like, he talks about each city, how he likes it, or this place smells like rotten fish. Like, for every area in Skyrim, he has something interesting to say about it when you're walking around. It is the coolest thing. I seriously, YouTube Inigo and watch the mods. Like, it is the coolest thing. Like, he sings when you're walking around, and he's like, he'll talk to you about, like, how good of a fighter you are. Like, it's legit. Like, it's like, he learns as he goes about you. It's the craziest thing. It's a crazy part of the game. I think that's the coolest part. And I actually get lonely if he like takes off on me. I'm like, I gotta go find him because like he's a cool guy to hang out with. It's like he's like your buddy. If you don't have any friends, play Skyrim. Download the mod Inigo. He's your best pal.
You have a pal in quarantine right now.
Yeah,
you know?
bro.
You're staying home
Yep.
with you have a friend. He's
Inigo,
chilling.
man. Yeah, he's a Khajiit.
Or if you don't have any friends, message Jeremy because all he has is Nigo.
Inigo. No, I
I'm
got.
sure he'd share.
Sorry.
I got a couple
Sorry.
friends. Anyway.
So you were saying for editing. So like for your videos that you do on Twitch, do you do all the editing and all that for them?
No, I when it comes to Twitch, it's just like a live stream of what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
I used to take the video, cut it, and put it out on Instagram. Now I just kind of sit at home because I have an hour, and if announcing I'm going live on Twitch is gonna be redundant, so I'm just gonna play, cut it, and put it out now.
Do you just record it on your phone?
No, I have a Elgato capture card, plugs into my computer and my console and my TV, and I just capture everything that's going directly to the TV from the console.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. Hey, you can get it for I think I bought mine, it was like $80 at the time.
Still, it's an investment into something. That's pretty cool, man. Wow.
Yeah, I want to work on getting a better video setup, green screen, and better PC setup, just to make things run a little smoother.
Did you happen to listen to one of our podcasts with a guy named General Watson? Did you listen to that one about that guy? He's a first-person
I
streamer.
downloaded it and I haven't had a chance because I haven't had to take public transit in a while.
That's cool, man. So our buddy John, so he streams Call of Duty first-person shooters, and he does it all on YouTube. All YouTube, doesn't even touch Switch, and he does the live. I don't know how he does it, but he hasn't nailed down what his shtick is for I don't sometimes he does background with a green screen, sometimes he wears a hat, he wears glasses, he still hasn't figured out, and then now all he does is just show up like a regular person and doesn't play a character or anything, and he just hangs out and plays Call of Duty. But when you play,
When he plays, sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
When he plays, do you have him sitting in the bottom left-hand corner with the game going on behind him?
Yeah,
Or is
so
it
the
just
top
game?
right-hand corner, you see him playing it, and then you
dear.
watch the screen.
Oh.
And then the majority of the screen is his in-game running around and stuff like that. So, but he doesn't really interact with the followers too much. He doesn't really talk a whole lot. What do you do when you're playing? Do you just sit quietly, or are you interacting with your audience?
Well, I kind of talk to myself.
That's good.
I know it sounds crazy, but when people are jumping into the Twitch stream and they see you just sorry for the people at home who can't see me, I'm looking at the wall.
Yeah.
Right? So you kind of have to talk about either what you're doing or whatever. You're getting frustrated. I know there's a whole bunch of Twitch streamers that are they get super mad at games, and people just tune in just to watch them get really mad at the game.
Rage quitting.
Yeah.
So what you should, yeah. So what are those rooms called, Jared, where you can pay to go in and just destroy them? So what you need to do
Rage
is
room.
go to Value Village and just buy a whole bunch of stuff you don't care about that breaks nice and easy, and then just go nuts while you're playing.
Well, and that's the thing is people watch, like Dave was saying, just because they're a character. They're playing a character. There's a guy who dresses up in a costume with a wig and sunglasses on, and he's a character, and that's what he is. And then he's pretty sassy with the people he's playing with, and he gets all fired up, and that's his.
Go buy some decorative plates and just start breaking them.
Well, I know a lot of gamers who watch those old games. They always think of that one guy who was playing. What was that first? One of the original first-person shooters. I always forget the name of it. What's it called?
Navy SEALs?
No. Oh shoot.
Doom?
No. Duke Nukem Doom, but this is one of the first online games. Do you remember what it's called? I'm trying to remember. Shoot, it slips my mind. And this guy was in his house.
Tomb Raider?
No.
No.
And then he's in his house, and he's gonna go out for a run, and he says, "Everybody knows that you can run faster with a knife." Do you know what I'm talking about, Dave?
No.
And the guy and the guy who's boom, headshot, boom, headshot. Counter-Strike. The guy who played Counter-Strike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And there's this guy, and it's this video is probably from 15 years ago, and it's just him, and he rage quits hard and breaks his keyboard over he just breaks everything. And I don't know if it was legit or not, but that's the first. That's the video I think of all the time when I see these characters. That's all. It's hilarious.
Oh, so there's a catchphrase for you, Dave.
Boom, headshot.
Yeah.
Boom, headshot.
Well, he's just this weird dude. And he's the guy's like, where are you going, man? I'm like, I'm going out for a run. He's like, what do you got the knife for? He's like, everybody knows you run faster with a knife. Like, it's like stupid because like in the game you run faster with a knife. It's dumb. It's not funny. But anyway,
So I got a question for you.
sure.
Did you end up picking up the 10th anniversary cancer bats?
No, I did not.
Why not? It sounds amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I I don't know. I just haven't done it yet. I can maybe order it still. I don't know.
You can get it on iTunes.
Oh,
Sure of it.
is it on iTunes?
Yeah, but he wants vinyl though.
Yeah. I want to get the vinyl. That's what I want to get.
Oh yeah, do it up. I got both. I bought both like the second they were available.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You're like the
Yeah,
biggest.
he just
fan.
got a fancy dancy vinyl thing. So
Yeah, I
I
got.
have one-
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say like I'm only missing like 3 of their vinyl from their entire collection minus test prints.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything else, I literally have.
Yeah, I think I have 2. I think I have 2 of the vinyls. I think I have Dead Set on Living, and I think I have Hail Destroyer. I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of their vinyls. I have a lot. I have all their music though. I have everything on my phone. Like I have all the digital music. I also have Spotify, but like, yeah, I have. I also
I'm
have
sure
a
it's
lot.
on Spotify, but it's definitely on Apple Music.
Yeah, so it's just remastered.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I'll have to check it out.
what's the problem with Apple Music though? Is you really don't own it.
Yeah,
You
that's
just,
why I had to buy it. If they made a CD for it, I would have bought that too.
but they came out with a vinyl of it, right?
Yeah, they totes did. Yeah, I said totes.
Oh, here you
Both of
go.
them.
You got him, bro. Wow.
Both colors.
Jeez Louise. The biggest Cancer
So-
Bats fan. Guy's got 18, like, world records. This is the dude right here.
That's why I have that other Instagram for the cancer bats thing.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
because
like,
you run that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I got bored one day, and I'm like, when I went to school for social media marketing, they're like, do what you know, and I'm like, I know the cancer bats well enough to do this. So I
Yeah.
started implementing what I did on Dead Set on Gaming, and now I do it on Cancer Bat Cave.
Yeah.
And
do
go
Do you
ahead.
get a lot of, like, Cancer Bats fans jumping on and asking you questions or talking to you on that thing?
No, not at all.
What?
It's honestly just yeah. It's just like a chill area for me to showcase like the stuff that I have because like when somebody asks me who's like your favorite band, I was like Living or Dead.
Let me
And then they
guess.
say Living, and I say the Cancer Bats,
Yeah.
and they're like, I've never heard of the Cancer Bats.
Yeah, I get that a lot too.
You are
I get
picking it.
makes me frustrated. I'm like, how do you not know who the Cancer Bats are? Like, seriously.
Right? I just assume it's common knowledge. You know who the Cancer Bats are.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
So what other bands you listen to right now? So you're obviously into metal. You're obviously into like hardcore. What bands are you into? Besides the Cancer Bats, obviously.
Yeah, Cancer Bats is excluded. I'm more of an old school guy. I love like my Pantera,
Mm-hmm.
Death. Listen to a lot of Disgust, like I mentioned them earlier.
Right.
They're from Cambridge. They're really good. Metallica, first 4 albums
Mhm.
I've been diving into. And lately I've just been exploring everything that I've used to listen in the past. I remember in high school it was like cool to listen to like Korn, Limp Bizkit, Seven Dust, Disturbed. So I've been going back to all of that. I'm kind of like jumping all over the place when it comes to that.
Mhm.
And then my essential Biggie Smalls gotta have
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
gotta have Biggie. I love that's the thing. I love hip hop. I don't like rap.
Yes.
There is
Amen.
a difference. I don't care
Yes,
what it
100%. No, there is. It's a known fact.
is, right? I love a good story. I think Mortal Technique does that really well.
Never
Yeah,
heard
the
of 'em.
story's good, but sometimes I'll even listen to like Spanish or like French, and I don't even have to understand what they're saying as long as it's got a good.
As long as it sounds good.
Yeah. I got one right now. I couldn't even tell you the name of it, but the name of the song is Jungle. I still don't have a clue what they're talking about, but I know it's got a good.
You should look up the lyrics and see what they're saying. That's hilarious.
Nah, it's probably like Death to America or something.
Probably about Peppa Pig. Let's be real.
Yeah, Peppa Pig, bro.
Peppa and her golden boots.
So I go back and people ask me that question, and sometimes I've said Limp Bizkit in the past, and you know how much heat I get for saying that I listened to Limp Bizkit? I'm like, listen, man, the time when I was a kid, that was cool. Like, they were cool. I didn't know anything about Fred Durst. We didn't have Wikipedia knew about his life or how much of a dirtbag he was. Like, it's. I was limping with the biscuit, bro. Like, we were like rolling. Was like Ernie was playing that on his in his Hyundai Sonata with his double accent with his like 2 8-inch speakers bouncing down the road. We played that song really loud, and then I get heat from people being like, "You were limping with the biscuit. You're a douche." I'm like, "Oh my god, it's just music."
You know who was good back then and it's still relevant now? Wu-Tang.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, that goes without saying.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Forever.
Yeah, Wu-Tang is I'm more into Wu-Tang now than I've ever been. Just because I'm lucky that I have Spotify, because I can just on Spotify you can just like listen to the whole CDography. Like that's like my favorite thing to do is just put on Wu-Tang and then just mix it up, and then like I have like a couple songs that like Break Your Neck. Like there's like a couple songs that
Gravel
just like
Pit.
Yeah, well, Gravel Pit's is okay. It's like one of the newer ones, but
Triumph.
like there's so many cool songs, and I didn't even realize. Like I've been a huge Method Man fan. Like when Limp Bizkit was coming out, that's how I heard about Method Man, when he was on that Limp Bizkit and Together Now.
Yep.
That was the first time I heard about Wu-Tang, and then like
Oh man.
yeah, seriously.
That's crazy. I love Method Man. I think he's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
He's got this song with oh my god, I gotta look it up for you guys. But like there's this song, it's called Right, and it's spelled Rite. It's got Red Meth in it.
I know what
And
the one you're
honestly,
talking about.
I was playing that song on repeat forever. I was just like, man, this flow is so good.
Yeah. And then I got into I in a roundabout way I got listening to Ghostface Killer because I'm a huge Action Bronson fan. You know who Action Bronson is? No idea. Okay, so Action Bronson is like this 5'6", big fat white guy with a giant beard. He's from Flushing, New York. He's an awesome guy. You got to check him out. He was on tour with Eminem. He did some. He was with Mac Miller on a couple tracks. Action Bronson is sweet, but the interesting is Action Bronson and Ghostface, they sound a lot alike. And like even just with their voice, like the technique and the same like tones and stuff. You should check him out. I'm a huge Action, and I'm also like a huge fan of his shows that he puts out on. You probably have heard of him. Did you ever watch Vice?
Only certain shows on Vice. Really.
So there's this show. I'm gonna apologize to Nana because it says "Fuck That's Delicious." That's the show on Vice. You've never heard of it, dude? You need to check it out. It's
Hold
like
on, I'm writing this shit down.
yeah. Fuck That's
Fucking
Delicious.
Sounds delicious.
So he goes on tour all over the world, and while he's on tour, he stops off at like big joints to go eat and stuff. So, but he's just like this guy. He's like he just smokes reefer. He doesn't drink. He has a little bit of wine. He's not really into drinking, but he's just like his creative mind is incredible. He's just like a cool guy. Ernie and I have trying to get him on the podcast for the last like 6 months, and he never messages me back. But I'm gonna just keep it up. I'm just gonna keep messaging him because he'd be such a cool guy to talk to. He's such a.
Is it on YouTube as well, Jer? Or no?
What's that?
Is it on YouTube as well? That show?
That show. Fuck That's Delicious. Sorry, Nana. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. I know that Vice was restricting people from watching certain shows because they hold the rights to it. I'm sure if people had like an Android box or they could look it up. But he also has a show called Action Bronson Ancient Aliens. So him and his friends, basically it's like that video game, press X to get high. Him and his friends get high, and then they watch the show Ancient Aliens, and they just eat food.
Oh,
That's all they do. Yeah, he's an interesting cat. But anyway, getting back to Wu-Tang. Yeah, man. Spotify has changed my life when it comes to music that I should have gotten into years ago, and I didn't. Yeah.
Much
You
different
still
than the days of Napster and LimeWire.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
a lot of Napster. Yeah, we made so many CDs off Napster. Remember, Ernie?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
We never used Napster once.
everybody used Napster.
We never used Napster because it was not good.
It wasn't
for
on my
stealing
computer. It was a guy we know. Who
Oh,
we
no,
talked to
it's
earlier.
totally different nowadays. Like I don't pirate, and I'm completely honest when I say this. I don't pirate any music.
Mm.
If I like it, I feel like the artist deserves the money, so I just buy it.
Well,
Because if I have to cough up $10 to buy the album, I'll buy it.
Yeah, the quality.
So here's one. Here's one for you. So there's a program called Sound Stream or Noise Stream or something like that, and you can pay $20, and then you can convert all the music that you have on Spotify. You can actually turn it into an MP3. Now, I thought about using that because there's some songs, because I do DJing as well, and there's a lot of songs that like are remixes that I really like that I can't find on iTunes, but it has it on Spotify. I've thought of using it as an alternative to get like some of the remixes that I want, but I wondered if that was legit or if that's like a backdoor program that they're not really a fan of you using.
That's an interesting one.
Right?
Wow, yeah, because like, aren't you
It's
like
on a legit website?
Like, stealing it in a way? I don't know. That's different. That song that I mentioned with Method Man and Redman, I have a hard time with that too, because they don't have it on iTunes, or at least I cannot find it, and I've tried everything.
Yeah,
so that's how I kind of feel bad, right? But because the music that I play, if I don't buy it, then I run the risk of it being really, really junk.
yes.
Or like a lot of it, like there was some music that I did get that wasn't on the level, and you'd play it, and then all of a sudden, because it knew that it was, because there's something built into these songs apparently, that it can tell when and where it's being played, that like it'll stop, like 30 seconds in, it'll just stop dead.
Because it knows it's crap, or what?
Because it knows it's being played on DJ software.
Oh, no way. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So I had to clean up my whole library.
They got you, bro.
Boom, headshot. Catchphrase.
Whoa. Bringing it out. So, you use Apple products with all of your DJing stuff, so that's how you get all your music?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to, so that way I own it, and then we have the rights for it. And it's just better. You don't have to worry about, like, it's so when I put a track on my left side and I drag a song to my right side, if I know that it comes from iTunes also, I know that I'm generally dealing with the same audio quality as well. So I know if this song is at this level and as all my settings are the same, that this song should be pretty much 99% of the time, that song should be at that level for the audio as well. So I don't have to mess with the audio either as well. That's the other nice thing too.
Cool.
So is that like the extent of your musical ability is DJing?
What's that?
No, do you know how to play like instruments?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I've been playing since I was eight. I play trombone. I've been in a lot of bands. I got a chance to go play with the KW Symphony, if you've ever heard of them.
That's awesome.
I got a chance to go play with the Ottawa Cenotaph Band in Ottawa, like the guys that march on and off people. I got a chance to go play with them. When I was in cadets, we got a chance to play in a 500-piece band that marched up and down in the Hamilton arena. We did 500 people. It was brass band and a huge tattoo, about 500 people. I got to go play on breakfast television a few times.
Oh, that's rad, dude.
Yeah, I played quite a bit, and then like
I know some DJs who can't like pick up any kind of instrument. You know what I mean? But they understand how to do DJing, right? But don't know how to actually play. That's super cool, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I've been playing an instrument since I was 8, and then a little bit of like I played bass drum for some bands like swing, like marching bass drum and marching snare drum, and I'm not as good as Jeremy is on marching snare drum. I can fake it really well, but
yeah, but that's because I played it like I had to play it and take lessons because I didn't want to be a shithead. That's why.
Yeah, so I'm a shithead.
No. But like I needed to do it because like the band I was in, they were like, you got to be good or you're out. You got to be good or you're out. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Jeremy started playing trumpet when he was 6, weren't you?
Yep, I did.
So
6.
then we've always just been musically involved, and I took a year off, and I'm thinking, like I told Danielle, once the girls get a bit older, like maybe just before high school, I might actually go jump on like the Disney cruise ships if they ever get going again.
Yeah, Ernie's really good. It's no joke.
What would you be doing on the cruise ships?
They have jazz bands that they run, so you would basically play for 3 months, and then they pay you to play for the entire time. So they pay your room, your board, your food, everything, and they pay you to play on the cruise ship. So like all your alcohol, everything's paid for.
I wouldn't go on a cruise ship right now.
Sign me up. I'll do this. What do I gotta learn?
What do you play, Dave? Obviously, you're into music too. What do you play?
I'm a jack of all trades, master of none of them.
Oh,
I play
Yeah,
a
but
little bit.
you sing though, so you've got to be a
Yeah,
little
I was
bit.
gonna say, but the
you're
one
not-
thing I did get, like, and I air quotes for those of you listening, good at was singing. And we ended up putting one album on CD, and the second album just never got released, but got recorded.
whoa! What kind of music?
Yeah.
What kind of
Even
genre
I
was
don't
it?
have one. Sorry, what kind of music?
Yeah.
Or metal music.
You're screaming?
Yeah, there's screaming. There's more like it's influenced a lot by like. Have you guys ever heard of Taproot?
No.
Never rooted into that.
You're missing out. It was during the.
Sounds like I got to tap into it though.
It was during the early.
Let's get to the root of
2000s
this.
New metal.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. I don't.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
go
it was
ahead.
during the early 2000s new metal phase. So it was like Korn, Limp Bizkit, all that kind of stuff, and then Pantera, and like a little bit of everything. Like by no means was it good for 2004 when it came out, as you could tell with like the Bats like 3 years later, and I'm just like, man, I'm glad I stopped doing that because these guys are killing it.
What's the name? What's
So
the name of
did
your
you
band?
just
Sorry, here. Go ahead.
Shattered.
Is it on the internet?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, I was just about to say it better be on YouTube. I'm looking this up.
No, it won't be on YouTube. It was 2005, right?
Okay.
I'll get you guys the link for sure.
Yeah.
So you
Send
can
me the link.
check that out later.
I want to check that out.
Send us the music video that you put out so we can see it.
Oh, we didn't put. Oh, no. We didn't get no music video out. Like we weren't like a super popular band. We did okay. We won like 2 Battle of the Bands. That's how we won like recording time to actually go and record our album.
That's awesome. Holy smokes.
Yeah, we got to record at Metalworks Studio.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Yeah, and that was really rad. That was for the second album, but now I don't have the album because like the band kind of broke up after that.
What did you do, Dave? What did you do?
Oh, the things that I did. No, it just wasn't for me anymore, and they ended up being Single Threat after that. If you haven't heard of those guys,
Sorry.
Wait, what?
Single Threat.
No. That
Yeah,
doesn't. They're probably
they were a
garbage without you.
popular Cambridge band too.
Probably garbage.
They're probably garbage without you, bro. Dave's not in the band. I'm not listening. Peace out.
Dave's not here. I'm out.
Peace, bro.
Yeah, it ended up like we never got it. It got recorded, but never mixed. Right. So we had like each individual instrument, but like it wasn't mixed together yet. And I just never ended up going back and asking them for it and being like, "Hey, can I get those tracks?" And I'll just find a way to mix it myself. So for all I know, it could be hiding in a box in a basement at Metalworks Studio somewhere.
You should go there and knock on the door and be like, "Yo, give me my CD, bruh."
Be like, "Yo, do you remember me from like 2005, bro?"
No, we do not.
Can I have my
Dave,
album?
man. It's Dave, man. Dave's not here.
Not here. Oh god. So when it comes to gaming right now, you were saying that you were gonna do this. You're gonna be a guest on this show. But what do you got going on for the future? What do you got? What's going on with you? What do you want to tell people to look out for you?
I'm gonna be trying to come up with some new ideas in terms of videos. Maybe do like maybe a news type video, and then like a reviews video. I was thinking of doing like, because like we have no sports and whatnot, like maybe starting a league with other gamers and kind of do like, I don't know, maybe a round tournament or something, just to like get some sports out for people. Now I wanted to do a wrestling one too because I'm really big into wrestling. And I just bought this new wrestling game that came out like a few years ago, but I didn't have it, so now it's new to me. So I kind of want to do something with that.
Do you watch wrestling?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Are you watching it right now with no audience?
I've been watching wrestling since I was like knee high to a snowblower.
Whoa!
Like, yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
Forever.
Don't put your hand in there.
It's completely safe.
Just get a stick.
Pull the throttle.
Get a stick to jab that shit.
Turn it off.
Yeah, I've been watching wrestling forever, and right now with the no audience thing, it's kind of weird. But it kind of opens up an opportunity for them to work on like actually promoting the wrestlers with like promos like they did in the 80s and 90s, where you got to know who the wrestler is. I think
Mhm.
like AEW did it the other night when they had Matt Hardy show up to talk to Chris Jericho, and like Hardy was at like the top of the arena over here, and then like in a blink he was over here, and then he's down at the bottom, and they could do that because nobody is there, so they could actually edit it to look like it was something cool. You know what I mean?
Magic.
Mhm.
Some Harry Potter
Yeah,
shit.
but that's the thing. The thing with wrestling, magic is gone because of the fans in a way, because the fans will go online and be like, "Oh, this is what happened. Nothing can be kept a secret anymore."
Oh
Right.
my god, I never thought
And
of
now
that.
with nobody leaking
Yeah.
out, like for example, we have WrestleMania this weekend, like literally tomorrow,
No way.
and nobody knows the finishes because nobody was there except the people who worked there.
That's nuts.
Kind of cool. It can't get spoiled, you know.
Yeah,
that was
It's
only
too bad they didn't have that before, right?
Well, they do a lot of live stuff, but when they used to record, I think they used to pre-tape SmackDown at one point, or maybe Raw before it went live, and then like there was that whole thing where they had pre-taped when Mankind won the title on Raw,
Mhm.
and WCW ruined it, and it was like, yeah,
Yeah, they
Foley is
They
winning
accidentally
the title.
released it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they was just like a staple after that to be live, right? But like, can you imagine nowadays if they tried to pre-record any pay-per-view, somebody the same night is going to be like, "Yo, The Rock just showed up and whooped Cena's ass and won the title for some reason."
They could just
you know?
tweet that shit out. Yeah, in 2 seconds. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, exactly, like almost instantly.
Who was your favorite when you were younger, when you were first getting into wrestling? Top, what do you, okay, top 5 wrestlers.
Favorite of all time?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. Bret Hart,
Right?
Hmm.
best there is, best there was, best
Best
there
ever will be. Yep.
Okay. Kurt Angle.
Okay.
Boo.
Dude was an awesome wrestler in his prime.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like recently, yeah, obviously, right?
Now he's done a lot of steroids.
A lot of them have. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, man.
That guy just has an aura about him that you can't help but be like sucked into his character. Even when he was the Macho King, he was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't heard his rap album, do that.
That sounds amazing.
What?
Just by the look on your face, you haven't, and you need to immediately.
I'm adding that to my DJ list from now on.
Yep.
Two more. Okay, so Edge. You guys know Edge?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Jericho.
All right.
So what about the Ultimate Warrior?
That guy had 3 moves.
Hey, man, he had 5. So you can do yours.
Jake the Snake.
Do
Jake
yours.
the
Jake the Snake.
Okay. Go ahead, Ernie. Your top 5.
Ultimate Warrior. Jake the Snake. Booker T.
What?
Yeah, I love Booker T. He was hilarious. What was the other guy? Nash. The guy that
Stephen Nash?
No, sorry, not Nash. Razor Ramon. That's the other one I meant.
Yeah.
Razor Ramon, and what was the luchador guy?
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
You guys like missing out like seriously. Ric Flair.
Hogan was good, but that's
no,
too
Ric
easy.
Flair. Come on. Dusty Rhodes. How can you not put Dusty Rhodes in like Hacksaw
What, 'cause he
Jim
went-
Hacksaw
You
Jim
mean
Duggan.
Gold kind.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Well, no, Dusty Rhodes was Gold Dust's dad actually. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Hackshaw. Yeah, that was a good. One.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Roddy Piper,
Mm.
and my favorite of all time, Goldberg. Did he just throw down his? He just threw.
Goldberg. Okay, so are we just naming?
you just throw down?
now? He's their champion right now.
No way.
Yes way.
I
Goldberg's
thought
back
we said-
wrestling?
That was that old ones.
Okay, old one. Okay, sorry, scratch Goldberg. Undertaker. It's gotta be Undertaker.
He's the wrestling
He's
dude.
not old.
He's super
He's
old. He is super
Not
old.
that old.
But I'd say one of
Why?
my
Because he pretended to be dead and sat up.
yeah, but one of my favorite wrestlers to watch when you watch those old videos was Dusty Rhodes, because like he's like this big fat guy, but he can last SmackDown. He's got attitude.
This isn't recorded, right?
Yeah. No, man. He's got kid. No.
This could be argued all day.
Yeah.
The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's old. That's
Triple
old.
H.
Though.
We're talking old school, bruh.
Even older school. Okay, Bruno Sammartino.
So now I don't even know who that is.
Or what's the guy with the parrot? What was the guy with the parrot?
Coco Beware.
Yeah. He was good.
Yeah.
Right? And then you can go, if you want to go old school, Hillbilly Jim, but these guys aren't good.
Yeah.
Andre.
Andre the
Yeah,
Giant.
yeah. It's classic. You got to talk about Andre. Yeah.
He had a bit of a drinking problem.
Well, no, he didn't. He just liked to drink. I don't think it was a problem. It's only a problem if somebody says it is.
You ever see the picture of him holding on to like a
Yep.
beer can and it's just like engulfed in his hand?
That documentary was unbelievable. Did you ever watch that on HBO?
That was really, really good.
Really well done. I really liked that. He really showed a lot about his life I had no idea about, and just showed like the guy
with
was
toilets. Imagine him with toilets.
Imagine like him on the airports
That's a
and
weird
stuff.
thing to imagine. Imagine him with toilets.
He's trying to shit in like a toilet roll tube.
Yikes! He needs like 2 toilets. Anyway, we're getting off track.
By the way,
Yeah.
before this ends, I got to add number 6. You said top 5. I'm adding 6. 'cause
Okay.
I forgot about AJ Styles.
Okay. All right.
So many good
I
wrestlers
don't know who
right
that
now
is.
too. Like if you're not watching wrestling, it's fine, but it is really entertaining.
I'm not watching it now. I stopped once WCW kind of like fizzled out. I stopped watching it. I stopped watching wrestling altogether. I was really into it too. I was really into it for a long time too. But once WCW fizzled out, I stopped just because like I don't know. I got into Raw a little bit, like Monday Night Raw, but it's just didn't watch it anymore. So
You ever watch any of the local stuff?
yeah,
I've been to a few PWA shows.
yeah,
Have you?
yeah.
Yeah. I met Hacksaw Jim Duggan at one of those shows.
Mhm.
They had one. Samoa Joe was down. He is awesome too. And then I went to one. Wow, I want to say like 3 years ago. It wasn't anybody like special there, but it was still entertaining. Except one guy was wearing like these pants things where he had like the pant leg went all the way on one leg, but it was like a short on the other.
What?
It was really weird.
You
So
ever see a guy with a cowboy hat?
yeah, I was gonna say, do you know who Tex Lexus is?
I don't think so.
So he's part of the PWA. He is a manager. He manages.
Promoter, manager.
Yeah, he manages the pyramid, the purple pyramid. We're not saying what it actually is.
No, it's not the purple pyramid.
What was it again?
That's what I called it.
Yeah. But he
It's
came on
called the temple.
he came
the
on the
temple.
he came on the podcast. Man, how long ago was that? Was that like 4 or 5 months ago?
Yeah, it was before Christmas.
But you should listen to that. So PWA Wrestling is actually called 365 Wrestling now. They changed the name. But they're still running out of the Concordia Club in Kitchener. Happens once a month. Obviously not right now because nobody's doing anything right now.
I
But
think I got a DVD of theirs when I went to like a local wrestling event in Toronto, like a WWE show. Like these guys were handing out DVDs, and I'm pretty sure it was for that because I remember seeing like somewhere close, somewhere in Kitchener or Cambridge, that they were doing a wrestling event at. So
yeah,
because I haven't heard
They
of
do it all
WWE
over.
in a little while. Like I remember when Eddie Osborne was their champion. This is a long time ago, and then that guy ended up working like he was at New York Fries at the time when he was doing wrestling.
Oh wait,
And that's how I knew him because I used to work at the Cambridge Center, right?
you did.
Anytime there was a cool, oh yeah,
Rad.
yeah, like a couple of places actually in the Cambridge Center. That's how most people know me. They're like, "Oh, didn't you work at?" Yes, I did, and just insert whatever place because
Man,
I pretty much worked
Our
there.
paths have probably crossed before, and we didn't even know it. Like we're from
Maybe.
Did you work with that really pushy guy that sold jewelry?
I know what you're talking about.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Right near where the ice rink would be right now, right?
Yeah,
He'd sell you a watch if you didn't have hands.
I remember.
I'm pretty sure he sold me a watch too. I think I got suckered into buying some like fossil watch with like blue flames that fucking moved on the thing.
Ooh, fancy. Man, yeah.
Yeah.
I bought some stuff out of that guy over the years. Yep.
I used to work at a t-shirt stand near Dairy Queen. And I would sell band shirts and like funny shirts.
Yep, I
Yep.
know where that one was. Yep.
Yeah.
I worked there for a long ass time, and then I worked at like Randy River. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember Randy River.
Yeah, I ended up working
Is
there.
that that old lady's store?
No,
Well, it was the totally hip dude store,
the
dude.
totally
Oh.
hip bros.
I'm thinking like Northern River or something like
Northern
that.
Reflections is what you're thinking about.
Yeah, that's sorry.
That doesn't even exist anymore, man. That doesn't even exist.
It didn't
No,
reflect
and then,
well.
there was like Rock Universe. People knew me from there, and of course EB Games. That's where like everybody would come in and like, oh yeah, dude from EB Games. Yeah, let's go.
We probably ran into you, but like now we know that was you.
Oh, I probably went to school with Ernie and don't even know this now.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna go hunt down those yearbooks. I think they're in
Yeah,
storage.
his last name starts with an H. And
Yeah, I can see it right there.
Oh, it's right there. Look at that. Well, anyway, man. So you're saying you got stuff going on with your Twitch. You post about it on the Instagram, which is what is it again? Sorry.
My Instagram is at Dead Set on Gaming.
Yeah.
You can find me there on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and if you're so inclined, Facebook.
Yep. And then you also have the
Your
Batcave.
your Instagram's sorry, Jer. Your
Yeah.
Instagram's private though, right?
No, if you go to at Dead Set on Gaming, I know what you're talking about. If you go to at Dead Set on Gaming, that's my Instagram.
Okay.
And then for my Cancer Bat stuff, it's at Cancer Bat Cave.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just like the Bat Cave, but Cancer Bat Cave.
People need to get more involved in that because like big Cancer Bats fans need to get more involved in that, and hopefully there's some listeners still lingering from when we were talking to Liam. But like, come on, guys, let's all band together. We like an amazing band that just they're doing their thing, so that's like a cool thing.
You know what? What I got to do is contact them and just be like, "Yo, come do a live 1 hour stream on my Instagram."
You
Where
should.
you guys take over the Instagram and talk about kind of like the stuff that I have amassed, right?
That's
like-
a genius idea. That's a genius.
Oh,
idea.
dude, I've got some stuff that would literally blow your mind that nobody has but me. Not even the Cancer Bats have. Like, I have it,
Well, I gotta say,
See,
man.
and that would be a video I would watch 100%.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
Man, I gotta say, like, you gotta put out more videos about you doing your stuff. You're really well spoken. You do a really good job talking, and like, you could put out some content, and I would it would be rad. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't be afraid. You're doing a good job. Like,
thanks, buddy. That's
yeah.
the plan for 2020.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, and give
do
us
it up.
give us a heads up when you put out your video. And
Yep,
then
and we
can
will
that
promote
as well.
the hell out of it.
Absolutely, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, man. We just
We're gonna go like Corona and spread all over that shit.
Yeah, let's make you not be able to breathe and use a ventilator. That's what we're gonna do with it.
Yeah. We're just
So
we're gonna-
overwhelmed with people coming and asking me Cancer Bat and video game questions that I can't breathe.
That's right. That's
We're gonna
right.
get people so they gotta wash their hands from your content because they're so good at
All right.
There's so much content here. I feel like I need to wash my hands.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out on Zoom. Thanks, guys, for listening. Dave, it was nice talking to you, buddy.
Thanks, guys. It was awesome.
All right, guys, wash your hands, play safe.
Yeah, wash your
Wash
hands.
your hands.
Stay home. All that jazz. Peace.